Next topic I am going to discuss, that is Cuban Missile Crisis. Here you can see a small country, that is Cuba. Can you? Yes, Cuba. It is so, as I told you, Cuba, a small country in Caribbean Sea. It was actually an alien, a friend of Soviet Union. Soviet Union was giving all kind of support, all kind of help to Cuba. And president of Cuba was Fidel Castro. 1961, Soviet Union was worried. Soviet Union चिंतित हो गए. Why? It came to know that USA is going to attack over Cuba. USA wants to remove Cuban President Fidel Castro and want to install its own government. As soon as Soviet Union came to know this incident in the year 1961, Soviet Union had set up Cuba a missile base. Soviet Union made Cuba its own military base in 1962. After 3 weeks, 3 सप्ताह के बाद USA came to know this incident. During this incident, who was Soviet Union's president? Nikita Khrushchev. Nikita Khrushchev was president of Soviet Union, and he had set up a military base, a missile base in Cuba. That in 1961, Nikita Khrushchev came to know that USA is worried because Cuba was an ally of Soviet Union. Soviet Union was given all kind of diplomatic help, all kind of political help by Soviet Union. That means it was also following a communist policy. That was the main cause of worry of USA. So USA's president at that time was John F. Kennedy. And John F. Kennedy planned to attack over Cuba. As soon as Soviet Union came to know about that, Soviet Union set up missile base at Cuba, and all the missiles were targeted towards USA. All the missiles' face was turned around USA. That means USA clearly understood that now if USA would attack over Cuba, Soviet Union would start missile attack over USA. So this incident is known as Cuban Missile Crisis. Soviet Union's president was Nikita Khrushchev and USA's president John F. Kennedy. John F. Kennedy now ordered all his army to stop all the ships, naval ship, military ship, which was heading towards Cuba from USSR. यूएसए के प्रेसिडेंट जॉन एफ कैनेडी अपने देश के आर्मी को आदेश दिए कि अगर कोई शिप सोवियत यूनियन के तरफ से क्यूबा के तरफ जा रहा है उसे रोको. डोंट अलाउ दैट शिप टू एंटर इन क्यूबा. दिस इंसिडेंट इज नोन एज क्यूबन मिसाइल क्राइसिस. दैट इज इन 1962. And now Cold War situation was at the peak. Thus we can say Cold War situation was due to logic of deterrence. Now you can ask me, what is logic of deterrence? Logic of deterrence mean when both the side, Soviet Union side, Soviet Union power bloc, Warsaw, East European power bloc, Eastern Bloc, you can say Soviet Union power bloc as Warsaw Bloc, or you can say Eastern power bloc, because mostly Soviet Union side was taken by East European country, whereas NATO bloc was also known as USA's power bloc. ये जो NATO bloc है, North Atlantic Treaty Organization bloc, it was a bloc formed by USA, and it was also known as Western power bloc, because mostly West European countries were member of this NATO bloc. And the Cold War was due to logic of deterrence. Both the group knew very well that neither group has the capacity to stop each other, because both the group was equally powerful. Both the group had started different type of deadly weapons proof. They had started production of deadly weapons. Now both the country were nuclear power. Till during Second World War, the only country who possessed nuclear power, that was USA. But as soon as Second World War ended, Soviet Union also developed nuclear power. Both the power had different type of deadly weapons. Neither group had the capacity to stop each other. This was called logic of deterrence, because they both knew that if one group will attack over other group will also make similar attack on the other group, and nobody will be able to defeat each other. Only there will be destruction. If one bloc would attack over other bloc would also destroy the other. एक ग्रुप अगर सोवियत ग्रुप अगर यूएसए पर हमला करेंगे तो जितना नुकसान सोवियत को होगा यूएसए को भी उतना ही होगा, क्योंकि दोनों ग्रुप इक्वली पावरफुल था. कोई किसी को इसमें डिफीट नहीं कर सकता था. दैट्स वाई ये जानते हुए ये जो लॉजिक ऑफ डिटरेंस, इसके कारण कोल्ड वॉर रिमेन कोल्ड. कोल्ड वॉर नेवर बिकेम हॉट. And this situation, which was a situation of neither peace nor war, that situation is known as Cold War. But the whole world was nervous. पूरा दुनिया डरा हुआ था कि ना जाने कब क्या होगा, ना जाने कब फिर से थर्ड वर्ल्ड वॉर शुरू हो जाएगा. मगर एज आई टोल्ड यू, लॉजिक ऑफ डिटरेंस, दोनों ही ग्रुप को भली भांति पता था कि जितना पावरफुल ब्लॉक है यूएसए, उतना ही पावरफुल ब्लॉक है सोवियत यूनियन, यूएसएसआर. अगर एक ग्रुप दूसरे पर हमला करेंगे तो दूसरा ग्रुप भी तुरंत सिमिलर अटैक करेंगे, एंड बोथ द साइड विल गेट ट्रिमेंडस डिफीट. ड्यू टू दिस लॉजिक ऑफ डिफरेंस, कोल्ड वॉर रिमेन कोल्ड. Okay children, so now we will start our next module, that is formation of power block.